All right, my friends, we are back. Hopefully, everybody had a chance to get a nice cold refreshment, or maybe a warm one if you like. Stretch your legs, use the restroom, do all the things. Uh, what? Stop scaling down my board. I appreciate it, but it's fine. It's locked. Okay. All right. That takes us. Actually, first, before I forget, Sir Farvel, did you find a household knight member person to send in the trail of your half brother? And if so,
Nope,
what?
I will be hiring someone.
Oh, oh. What are you looking to hire? Are you looking for a house knight that maybe you could pay to go do this for you from somebody else's house? Are you looking for a tracker, a hunter?
A
Uh,
tracker.
okay. So you're looking more in the commoner side of things.
Yep.
Okay. I don't have a character sheet in front of me. I kind of feel like I should have one, but let me pull up one of y'all's real fast, specifically yours. Let's see. What would be a good thing for you to use? What skills should I have you roll, and then later tell you the results?
He's wearing a lime
Oh,
brown cloak with
you're
a white
looking.
snake on the
You're
side.
looking for someone in your small folk. Yes.
Yep.
Not that's not politically correct to call him that.
No, it's probably not. Your commoners, your peasantry.
That's not what I
Uh,
meant.
that's fine.
Preferably someone that's been helped out by the church.
Oh, you want to pawn this off onto uh, your priest, your priest, as you wanted to call him one
Yeah,
night.
my Prius. And I'll be using the car and can definitely track down
Okay,
fast.
all right. Uh, I don't know if your priest has folklore. He probably should, and I don't have that.
I still don't have a character sheet for him.
No, I there is, but there is that document in Discord that I put in there a couple weeks ago for NPC add-ons or
Um,
something like that.
Why would your priest need folklore in order to help him hire someone? I'm curious how that relates, like for future.
Folklore is um, dealing with your commoners.
Oh, okay. I wouldn't
However,
have thought so, but okay. I'm gonna just so I know that in the
I mean,
future.
let me look it up in the book real quick. Maybe I'm crazy. Give me just a
I
moment.
would thought folklore would be more like history and tales and
Well, that's why I want to double check because I feel like that's the right answer, but I've I've had these things before where I'm wrong.
no.
Uh, yes, I have. Stats and skills. Give me get into the descriptions, please. This is all the traits. Fuck. Scroll. Dexterity roll. Scroll. Skills. Folklore. One more page. Folklore is a knowledge of peasant beliefs and ways of life. It stems from familiarity with the land that has been gained over thousands of years of experience. Includes information on many subjects from such ordinary things as the lore of pigs or local landmarks, all the way to the household herbal cures passed from old women to their female descendants. Includes thousands of tiny facts useful to daily living, such as when to plant, how to tell if the coming winter will be hard, how to cheat the tax collector, as well as a certain amount of nonsense, such as how to rid oneself of warts, charms to kill rats, and songs to make the plants grow.
Huh.
Folklore is used in play when a knight observes peasants to determine what they are doing, or when trying to evaluate how they feel. May also be used to gain a benefit in communicating with peasants.
Fair enough. Just different way than I'd heard it used before.
No, and I don't want to sound like I'm rubbing it in, like, haha, I knew the answer, but that actually, I kind of led with that because I think I'd seen it somewhere else, and I was like, okay, that sounds not quite the way I would have taken that, but as it turns out, it works perfectly for what I'm trying to do. So, what I need you to do, Sir Farvel, I'm gonna roll 2d6, and this will be your priest's folklore skill.
A lot.
Reroll.
You have reroll tokens. I did just put them right in front of you.
Yes, sir.
All right, well, give me one of your tokens. Bring it over here.
Is it this one?
Yeah, those little thingies right over there.
Oh,
Just
I have three.
no, grab.
Ooh.
You should have three. Yeah. Drop
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
That's
Where
fine.
do I put it?
Right there.
Okay.
All right, I will re-roll. It gets a 9, which is a better.
Take it. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna make note that Osgood has a folklore skill of 9, and when we come back to it and you interact with him, you will approach Osgood to find someone to send to your brother, and we will retcon when that takes place. Actually, we don't have to role play it out. Go ahead and roll Osgood's folklore now. Roll 1d20 against a 9. See if I can. That is a failure. You have 2 reroll tokens left.
Yeah. I'll be re-rolling.
Yeah, all right. Well, give me one of them tokens back. Thank you, sir. Reroll it. I got the exact same number. All right.
Did anyone else see that dice spin?
I saw it go up. I
didn't see it spin.
It's okay. It went up. All right. We will address the ramifications of all that later, at a later time. What we do have right now, though, is your muster. The Earl Roderick has called for all of his knights, as he tends to do every year, around about this April to May time frame. May to June, something like that.
Battle.
So everybody comes hauling off to Sarum to meet with the Earl. And the long and short of it is this. Earl Roderick will be going with King Uther to see Duke Lindsay. You 3 in particular, based on events from the previous feast, are given the choice. If you recall, Merlin pointed you guys out to the Earl and said, give these guys not necessarily free reign, but allow these guys the opportunity to assist Britain when needed. And so, in the way of something of a reward, the Earl has given you guys the option of whether or not you attend the King and go see Duke Lindsay, or if you get to ride out with Prince Madoc to join Admiral Gwenwyn and raid some Saxons. And it is, as a group, collectively, your choice. So,
I vote raid Saxon.
for the campaign season, where are the 3 of you going as a group?
I would definitely be like campaign. Probably I would have to roll against hate Saxons in order to pick the other thing. So like,
Yeah.
Sir Dallin, would you care to weigh in?
You obviously know that I would want to play political intrigue.
So you would rather go with the King.
Yes.
Okay. I don't want to split the party. I could do it, but for obvious reasons, I'd rather everybody stay together. I'm not going to force you all, though. So at the end of all of this, at the end of all of the things, it is the player's choice as to where the story progresses from this point. I have content for both sides of this equation. I would just prefer to have the 3 of you together, but I can't force that. I'm not going to force that. I can tell you where I would lean. I'm sorry, go ahead.
Wasn't the... Is the pillaging here in Britain? No, right?
Yeah.
Oh, it was? Okay.
Yeah. If you look at the map, let me grab your guys' little thingy here, or your little dudes. So if you look at the map, right now you guys are right here in Sarum. In order to go with Prince Madoc, where the hell is it? I've seen it in here before.
okay, so the king is going where to do what? Clarify my memory from last session.
Okay. The Duke of Lindsay meeting his vassal at Lincoln. And Lincoln is... God dadgummit. I know where it is. I just can't think of it. If you guys find it before I do.
You commented it's to the north somewhere. Lindsay, you said?
Yeah, the Duke of Lindsay. Lindsay,
Yeah,
it's...
Due north.
Yep.
Oh, it's way north.
Yep. So, whoops. So, here's one option. There's Lincoln right there. The other one is... It's down in... There it is, right here. It's right here. I found it. Hampton is down there. That's where the we'll just say the Royal Navy, before it became the Royal Navy, long before it became the Royal Navy. That's where they're mustering at. So
We're getting aboard the HMS. What's an HMS?
right. So yeah, but those are your guys' choices, and the Earl is looking to see what you guys want to do.
So I'm trying to. You still didn't answer my question. We're
Oh,
going to see the Duke of Lindsay
yeah.
about.
The king is looking to. What's the word I want to use here? Reaffirm. Uh, God damn it. Basically, make sure Lindsay is on his team. There's one thing I haven't really talked about, and I should have, but it didn't really work its way in, and I just kind of ignored it. So let me back up a little bit. Uther is the king of Logres, which is more or less Salisbury, Silchester, and up in towards like Hertford, Huntington, and Lindsay. That's pretty much Logres, more or less. Okay, but the King Uther wants to become the High King of Britain, which is basically everything on this map here. There are two ways that Uther can become the High King. One is by sword, which is the obvious answer of basically go and just beat the shit out of everybody and force them to submit to you. The other way is the College of Electors, or Electorate, something like that. Not to be confused with the Electoral College of the United States, but is a similar concept where there are 28 votes, and presently Uther does not have the majority or sufficient to be crowned the High King. He has a number of people that are supporting him, but some of them are more lip service than they are actual support, if that makes sense. And the Duke of Lindsay is one of those. Yeah, I'll support you, but I really hope you don't ask for a whole lot.
So it's one of those things where if we get support of the Duke of Lindsay, we could be taking that to the Saxons, or is this more just for the whole uniting of the kingdom?
This is more about the uniting or unifying of the kingdom. The Saxons are a major wrench in all that. The Saxons are not going to play. Well, I should take that back because some of the Saxons will play by the High King rules, as it were, but they're also more on the conquery, raidy, go fuck yourself side.
Okay, well, just for giggles, then, can I do like a contested role, like to see what I want to push toward between Fealty Lord and Hate Saxons?
Those are both passions, yes? Yes, they are.
I'm not saying that it actually does anything. It's just from helping make up my character's mind.
Let me look at your character sheet and see what I can discern. You have a unreasonably high hatred of Saxons, but you also have a fairly normal level of loyalty lord, or fealty, if you will. You also have valor, pretty high, and chaste, energetic is 16. So you're like, whatever I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go do it. Let's go fucking now.
Which is why I was sort of
You're prudent.
allowing
You're
my
prudent.
passions to-
Yeah, and you're prudent and reckless are even. So a little untraditional or not quite the original intent, but I think I will allow a 1d20 plus 7 against hatred of Saxons and a 1d20 against fealty lord. So let's see what happens.
I've got the board turned sideways.
It's okay. I'm like all over the place myself. So I'm sitting over here in front of you.
I'm trying to get to my die.
Yeah. So let's do the first one. 1d20 plus 7. That is a 26. That is indeed a success and a very high one. You really don't even have to roll fealty lord, because even if it succeeds, your 26 is going to be higher.
Yeah.
So,
I'll roll anyway.
Okay. Just to see what happens.
And this isn't necessarily going to check mark range.
Oh! That's a tie, but again, oh no, that's a failure for loyalty lord. To translate that into what that looks like is the moment you realize that you can go and fuck up some Saxons, it doesn't even matter what the other option is. You've already signed on with go fuck up the Saxons. That's the way I'm perceiving that.
Why? I'm trying. Okay, I see what's going on. So you've changed what the reroll tokens are.
Yeah.
I was looking at it from different angles and be like, why are my reroll tokens not looking like actual tokens?
No, because I thought I had them, and I don't know what happened to them, so I redid them using tokens. These are actually, it's a different tabletop war game. These are actually,
I figured it out. I figured it out.
yeah.
I was like, when I would look at them from different angles, it was like they were warping across the table, and I'm like, what's going on here?
Okay, so this is what I'm going to do. We have Everhart exactly where he needs to be, because he's definitely going to go burn some Saxon boats. And we have Sir Dallin up here, so that actually works out too. That's what Dallin would like to do. And then we have Sir Farvel. And to verify your previous answer, you want to go fuck up some Saxons too, correct?
I honestly, I'm on both sides. I don't care.
I need an answer. Because
Okay,
the Earl's not going to force you guys at this point.
If I go with the Earl, am I gonna have to spend any money?
Listen, I'm just going to tell you right now, my sudden silence was me trying to remember if anything about spending money was in my notes. Nothing more than that. I was like, money. Did I put anything in my notes about spending money? No. I'm going to say the answer to that question is no, you shouldn't have to spend any money. Let me clarify your question. Are you worried about spending money of your own pocket, or are you worried about any sort of financial obligations, commitments, etc.?
Both.
Okay. Financial obligations, commitments, or whatever is basically so every year, as a knight, as a vassal knight, as a lord of these manors, you guys are obligated or required to spend 40 days in service to your lord, which is the Earl Roderick. Anything he needs you to do in that time, he is financially responsible for. So when it comes to if you have to spend any money to make sure that while on campaign your horse is fed or what have you, in theory that's supposed to come from him. Now, as far as do you have all the gear you're supposed to have, that's on you. But we can also argue that whatever gear you need, you probably have. So, I feel like that probably doesn't really give you a good
like
answer.
You were going to give us some advice as to which way you would have the party go a minute ago, though.
Me?
Yeah. You were going to say, here's what I would do, and then you...
Honestly, I don't remember what I was going to say. I don't even remember actually saying all that. I may very well have. I don't remember. I will say that Sir Gareth is there, obviously, Everhart. And I don't know what kind of impact this may make for you or any of the others, but Sir Gareth is definitely like, all right, bet, let's go burn some shit. Let's go kill some Saxons.
No, it's Sir... Wait.
Sir Gareth, your brother-in-law.
Okay.
Again, I don't know if that gives you any sort of... And not just you, but for the three of you, I don't know if that gives you any sort of like, what should I do?
Well, no, I was just trying to clarify some things, and also like, anyway.
I'm gonna let my hate of Saxons take control. I'll go.
You're gonna roll hatred of Saxons, so you're gonna roll. That's not you. You're rolling against an 8 to see if you want to go beat them up. Is that what you're saying? Okay. Well, that's a failure. So according to your passions, you're not as concerned about killing Saxons as Everhart, which is okay. All right, so what I'm getting at, I think, here is it's looking like we're going to split the party a little bit.
Well, I don't necessarily want to split the party, so I'm trying to justify this as to going with the others.
Honestly, I'll put it this way. I think what this would look like, realistically, you are hell-bent on going and burning Saxon boats. The other two, if they want you to come with them, they're going to have to convince you, and they've got a bit of a steep hill to get up.
Well, and not only that, but the lore... I still technically, even if my passion is I want to go kill Saxons, is my lord commanding me to go with the king?
No, he's leaving the choice up to you. He leaves in the morning. You know where he's going.
Where is he going?
He's going north with the king.
Okay. Well, he summoned me, so I'm going with my lord, I guess.
I mean, like I said, he's given you guys the choice of where you go. All he knows for sure is that he's going north.
I look at it this way. The Saxons have been an ongoing plague forever, and what we're trying to do here is change the status quo so we're not locked in endless gridlock with them. The more
Yes.
people we can get under one banner on our side, the more likely it is that we're going to be able to kick Saxon ass.
Yes. Conversely, because I like to make sure all the options are on the table, partially, in large part, because I like sowing chaos wherever I go. If you guys pull off this whole, we're going to go burn a whole bunch of Saxon boats, that will fuck up the Saxons for at least a year, if not 2. From a logistical / transport capability sort of way.
Yeah, but also for you, I'm not like for the rest of the group. I'm not gonna go off on a solo adventure. So like above the table, like it would be cool for me to go off because it's my passion. But above the table, I'm not gonna do that to the party or the stream.
Frankly, I think both things would be cool to pursue this year,
Mm-hmm.
but that's more of a logistic pain than anything.
Okay. I'll put it this way. Like I said, I could do both.
Okay, Mom, Dad, if we go see with the king, maybe next week we can go raid.
No, because once you commit to one, it's either
know,
one.
I
It's
know.
It's just not feasible.
Well,
But I
no,
will
the
say
thing
this.
is,
Go
not
ahead.
Splitting the party is a traditional D&D problem
Mm-hmm.
from a organizational point from the game master's perspective. If Omar, look, I would be perfectly happy to sit and watch Rev get like a good couple hours of combat in one session, and
Mm-hmm.
then he can sit and then take my turn later and get my good couples of role play and intrigue in. Like,
Mhm.
I don't have problems taking turns like that.
Yeah,
But
I
it's
think
a matter of
I
if
was actually.
Omar is willing to support that, and if you guys have the patience to do that, because both sides would be very interesting to see. It's
Indeed.
just we would only be able to participate in one side or the other, and that means we'd have to sit out for a couple hours watching the other side roll.
I think,
They-
and that's.
they-
I was gonna suggest something like that. Like at the end of the day, I can do either or. I just would prefer not to. That doesn't mean that if you guys can't, as a group, come up with
I
one
am
or the
as
other.
above the table. I'm the odd man out. So regardless of how I feel, I'm gonna be grumbling the whole trip that we're not killing Saxons, but I'm going with the other people that I've sort of made my name with.
All right, let me throw this
I'm-
one on the
I'm-
table. Let me throw this one at the table. Okay, how about this? I will facilitate doing both sides of this. It is very likely that we will only get one of them done tonight, and that's fine, because we'll just do the other one next week. If we, as a group, the 4 of us, can agree to it, we can do one or the other tonight, the other one next week, and satisfy all of the characters and their burning heart's desire of putting lots and lots of Saxons in the ground, and also exploring intrigue options.
No, like I said, I'm grumbling and going with the group. That's my final decision.
No, I think you guys should go kill some Saxons. I think
My
as the
role didn't allow me to. I'm going with the Lord, whether I like it or not.
And that's my point.
Well, that's the thing is my character would see benefits of making sure we have skilled people in both aspects.
Yeah, I'm not really skilled for diplomatic shit.
That's why I was saying, like, look, if I go and support them because I am skilled in the social stuff, why don't you two go fight down there? Plus, I can play off my reputation as a newly minted giant slayer to go support the king and our lord and all
I
that
like this
stuff
idea,
while
personally.
we're playing politics. While you guys who are much better skilled at fighting, cough cough, a year older, cough cough, can go fight people and like rally them as you guys also helped. Do you see what I mean? There actually is like in-game kind of benefits to us
Alright,
going
Chief.
different directions.
Send myself to the Saxon.
Like, look,
All right.
I have a character that is very focused around skill, that type of like knowledge and skilledness.
Actually, no, that right there. Yeah. No, that actually.
As much as though obviously that a knight can be.
But if
of course.
I go to burn Saxons, I can't grumble on the trip.
Well, if all you want to do is grumble, there will be opportunities to grumble while you're beating Saxons.
Okay.
All right.
Hey, you're just mad that you can't bitch about your wife because you're bitching to her brother.
Damn.
Who said I wanted
All right.
to?
I'm fucking.
Yeah, I'm not
My
sure if.
character
Okay.
would be ribbing you a little bit on some something along those lines because it's
Yeah.
funny.
Oh no, I'm sliding up and I'm being very friendly.
Yeah,
Farfel.
that's.
Oh my god.
And I'm trying to
actually
find out
funny.
all that I can about him.
Why do I not have?
Learn his habits.
All right, let's get back on track
Favorite
here.
Snacks.
Okay, so Ro.
Any allergies?
All right. Hold up. All right, let's focus here, guys. Let's focus so we can keep the show from getting too much more derailed. All right, so we're gonna do a little bit of both. Actually, we're probably gonna do most of one and maybe a little bit of the other one, depending on how long it takes. With the start of spring, the Earl will assign his knights to their duties. But as I mentioned, of course, you guys have a choice. The two of you, Sir Farvel and Sir Everhart, will instead decide to go meet up with Prince Madoc and Admiral Gwenwyn. The Earl says, you are knights of great promise, and we will miss your presence before he lets you go. And Earl Roderick, the rest of the knights, including Sir Dallin, they head north. You guys head south.
The king gave me presents. I didn't know I was supposed to give presents.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, so it takes about looking at the map, it probably takes a couple of days or a week, maybe a little bit more, to get down there to that Southports region, Hanton. When you get down there, the prince is standing there next to the admiral. The admiral is just kind of watching the assembled knights. He looks like he's gauging your abilities, but he doesn't say anything. I picture Gwenwyn, this tall, lanky, redhead, probably mid-30s, early 40s kind of looking guy. That's kind of how I see him. The prince, after all the knights gather up, you've been there probably a day or two waiting for everybody else from across Logres to get there. But one morning, finally, the prince addresses all of you. And he says that you guys are going to raid for purely military reasons. Not to invade, not merely to seek plunder, not for glory or for love of battle. You are going to seek ships along the coast, and where you find them, you will land and you will burn them. Your job will be to protect the sailors who go ashore to set the ships aflame. All dead and wounded will be retrieved and brought back to the boats. So in short, when you guys find a place to land, you will go in, fight off all the Saxons and clear the way. The sailors will come in while the fighting is going on, and the Saxons are sufficiently distracted. They will be the ones setting fire to everything. Our visual aids here show you guys being mounted. You are not mounted. Just for simplicity's sake, horses can get a little skittish sometimes on open water.
That's good because my arson skill's pretty low.
Well, you don't have an arson skill, so it would be very low.
My point.
Mm-hmm. Your first stop is in this place called Pevensey. On the map, it actually says Devensey. The book said Pevensey. Whatever. This is where you are. You guys land. It's been a couple of days since you departed, and you guys gain total surprise over the enemy Saxons. The knights basically rush out onto shore and attack. And again, like I said, while you guys are fighting, the sailors will be rushing in behind you,
Setting fire to the ships.
to burn shit. He's
Yeah,
a lot larger than he ought to be, but whatever. That works.
It's a giant.
There is... you guys have a vast numerical superiority. You are not mounted. He has... What's his axe skill? 15, so I'm going to have to split that between the two of you. However I like. When it comes time to roll, I'm going to roll on my dice pad here on this far end of the table. And then you guys will roll on your individuals. But it's just fundamentally, for your guys' part of the fight, it's you two versus this one. Imagine, of course, there are Logres knights.
Another giant for
No,
prepare
no,
yourself.
It's not a giant. I just don't know why I don't have them on the same scale. I meant for it to be that way, like to be on the same
Is my
scale, but
squire with me? Is our squires with us?
to be honest, I thought about this earlier, and I think what it comes down to is your squires are with you, but they are not fighting. Their purpose as
They're burning
squires.
the ship as well? Or
No,
protecting the
they're
sailors?
more like maybe in fact, While the sailors are running around, there's probably like skeleton crews or less on the ships. So the squires are like right on the shore where you come up and like guarding like the rowboats and whatever the hell else to make sure nobody fucks with them while the sailors are running off trying to burn shit. Your squires are probably going to be within, something close to earshot. So if you needed your squire to say, "Bring me another sword" or something like that, you can make your squire roll.
So
And
for arguing for technicality, since
Uh-huh.
he's guarding the bow and my squire likes the bow, can he still make his
no,
shot to roll?
no,
hit?
he might be in
Yeah.
earshot, and yes, arguably earshot and bow range are about the same. I'm just gonna say no.
Damn, I tried. Anyway,
Yeah, no, it was a nice try.
Shot.
It was a nice try.
Shot's far enough away on the map. I don't see how I can get a bow shot in.
Anyways, so yeah, for this first fight, it's just you two versus this one. I will be dividing my axe of 15 up 7 and 8. We are all dismounted. Go ahead and make your attack, Sir Everhart. You have the glory, so you get to make your first attack, or the first attack.
I'm doing this with sword.
Okay, roll against your sword, please.
Okay. Trying to get to where I can hit my d20.
And I'm rolling against an 8. I failed. You succeeded. I can guarantee that. Go ahead and roll your damage, which I believe is 5d6, or is it 4?
Double checking. I always forget from one week to the next. Sorry.
No worries. I couldn't remember either at the moment.
According to this, it's 5.
Okay. Yeah. Roll your 5d6.
I couldn't remember if I was 5 pushing 6 or 4 pushing 5.
Oh, actually, hold. Oh no, I rolled a 19. Never mind. Disregard. Yeah. Roll your. What'd you say? 5d6 damage. 17. Let me see what he's got here. We've got knockdown of 16, which means I need to make a dexterity check. And I, for some reason, did not put a dexterity in here. That was dumb on my part. I do have the book open, so give me just a moment. So I can get
But are
to-
you dexter enough to handle both at the same time?
Well, I have to make a dexterity check just to stay on my feet because you smacked me hard enough.
No, I meant to look at all your different books at the same time.
I just have to alt-tab. And then find the appropriate section. So I'm looking for Saxon warrior. His dex
Oh,
is 8.
I'm an idiot. Passion Saxons.
Not too late now. You already made your roll. I need to roll against an 8. That's a critical. So a critical success. So I am still standing. You did 17 damage. He has a shield. So that's minus 10. So that's 7. That drops his hit points down to...
But he failed. Why does he get his shield?
Oh, no, you're
Very
right.
critical.
Nope, you're right. You're absolutely right. So 30 minus 4 is 26. And that should be... Yep.
Yay.
Okay. All right, Sir Farvel, go ahead and make your attack. I'll be rolling against a 7 against you. I had a critical success on my dexterity roll.
It's gonna be from a bow, 3d6 plus 2.
What? I should have had you declare your attack before I decided how to split my shit. Because otherwise I could have had my shield.
Yeah. Well,
Actually, no, I wouldn't because I failed my attack roll outright. So, so you're
well, I
going,
gotta roll.
you're gonna roll your bow skill to see if you actually hit. I'm also going to give you a minus 5 penalty.
Just had it open.
I'm going to also give you a minus 5 penalty because your compatriot is absolutely in melee range of your target. So if you miss, you may hit him.
Ow.
Ah. Of course you had to do that to me.
Why the hell wouldn't I do that to you? You're better off facing him mano a mano.
But he's doing the mano a mano.
You're a
fine,
knight.
I'm fucking pulling out my sword.
There we go. GM wins.
Fuck you.
All right, roll against your sword. I'm rolling against a 7. Let me know when you're ready.
I'm rolling against
I'm
12.
rolling against a 12, huh? Well, I succeeded, and so did you.
So did I.
But you got the higher score, but that gives me the shield. Go ahead and roll your damage. I believe it's 46. Double check your character sheet.
5d6.
He bumped it to 5.
All right, well, smack me with that 5.
Holy shit.
Oof. that is going to hurt a bit. That's going to take. Well, first I have to roll dexterity. That was an 8, so let me roll that now. I failed, so he is knocked down. You do 21 minus 10 is 11 damage. My major wound is 14, so I'm good. He is prone, and I need to reduce his hit points. That will take him down to that.
Now, just out of curiosity, since we're doing multiple fights, can I just roll passion section on each of them, or do I need to kind of save that for like one fight?
Because there's a couple of days or thereabouts in between, I will allow multiple sessions. Okay, I realize he's.
I keep forgetting to roll my fucking thing.
He needs to rotate, but I need him to rotate the opposite or a different axis, and flipping him just puts him on his head. That's so stupid. I wish I could just lay him down, but whatever. He's prone. He's gonna spend the next round trying to get up. It is back to well, the two of you need to declare your intentions of smacking this Saxon around.
I'm gonna teabag in now.
Wow. Wow, that is such a that is not a knightly thing to do. Jesus Christ.
That's gonna duck honor points. Right
Yeah,
there.
I'm definitely gonna take away a couple of honor just for the boldness and the brashness.
It's a pretty ballsy move. Anyway,
I was trying not to say it. I really wanted to.
I thought about it. I tried to find it. To borrow from another role-playing franchise, I would like to rage, and I'm going to, using my passion Saxons, grab my axe and roaring at the down man.
I mean, he's pretty much down. Well,
yeah, I know. I've just, I've grabbed my axe for the coup de grace.
okay. Roll your hatred of Saxons, 1d20 plus 7 to activate your passion. That is a success. So go ahead and make your. Hold on, give me 1 second. I don't think we're. You've got 1 round of your passion bonus. I don't think we're gonna need much more than that, though.
Right.
Go ahead and make your. What is? Oh, let me look at the board real quick. Where am I? Come here. Success. Inspired. Inspired gives you plus 10 to your sword skill, and he is in the process of getting. Yeah, your axe skill. Sorry. He is going to attempt to get up. Let me look something up real fast. I want to verify something because I think trying to stand back up, either I'm going to get a penalty or I just can't fight for 1
Oh
round.
my axe made me want to get up.
Well, I mean, you knocked me down, so I want to get up. I must stand
I
up.
knocked him down.
Whatever. Same difference. Y'all knocked him down.
Shoot, there's a meme I'm reminded of.
Oh, come on. Where is it? 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 Movement phase. Oh, here we go. This is melee round. Let's see. Termination, resolution, winner's phase, loser's phase. Here we go. Losers check immediately based on knockdown. See knockdown. Okay, go to knockdown. When knocked down, an armored knight may struggle back to his feet during the movement phase next round, i.e., not the one yet to come this round. Okay, yeah, the next round. If the character is attacked before getting up, then he and his opponents receive +5, -5. Unless knocked down again, he regains his footing at the beginning of the next movement phase and may take a move normally at that time. Okay, so the movement phase follows the... No, let me refresh. Movement phase? Yeah, movement phase is after the loser phase. So, essentially, I get a -5 to my attacks. You get a +5 on top of your inspiration. And then, assuming I'm still standing, I am standing at the end of the resolution of the next combat round. Before the beginning of the following combat round. That's not important, though. So, what this looks like is you have a +15. and I am going to use all of my Axe 15 minus 5. So I have a total of 10, and then I will be left to Sir Farvel's mercy if I'm still breathing at that point. So yeah. Plus 15 to your Axe skill, Rev.
Plus 15 to my axe skill.
Yes.
Okay, so that puts me at a
Really high number,
20,
yes.
26.
Yeah, so 1d20 plus 6. And that gives you a 24 total. It doesn't even matter what I roll. Oh, I critical. Not that it matters. Not that it matters. Go ahead and roll your damage. Because it won't fucking matter. I think he's just dead. $21. That's just gonna be a knockdown. Let me roll Dex. Gives to 8. He is knocked back down. He doesn't get a shield, so 21 minus 4 is he's dead. Alright, I'm gonna stick this guy over here next to you, Rev. Don't do anything with him. He's there as a counter. Yeah, so the fighting is pretty easy. There's really...
Rev, don't do anything with the dead Saxon as I pull him off into the corner. Oh.
What'd you do? What did you do? Leave
I
him
didn't
there.
do anything.
Jesus Christ, stop fucking with me. Okay. Yeah, so once the fighting is done, the ships basically burn fiercely, and there are many dead and dying Saxons all over the place. And then you guys basically gather up your shit, hop back on your boats, roll on out to the bigger ships, and deuces on the Saxons. You no, there's no fucking teabagging. Come on.
Over the table, teabag.
Shut up. Jesus Christ, what is this, fucking World of Warcraft or something?
Call of Duty.
Same difference.
Just be
Medieval
happy they're not
times.
counting coup by collecting appendages.
Listen, if there is any of that, I don't know about it, and we'll just assume where we need to assume. All right, your next fighting, it takes you a couple more days. You are now going to move up this way. Let me see, where are we? You get some fairly decent sailing weather, and then you're up there. And it's pretty much going to be the same thing. You guys, a few days later, you arrive at Dover, and you guys run on out. And this time you've got some local, I believe it's pronounced Utes. It may be Jutes, I'm not sure. It's not important.
Are they Saxon?
They are Saxon-ish. And this time, there are 2 of them per the 2 of you. What do you do? Put him back over here. I need to.
I threw
scan.
something in chat in the cast interactions.
Oh dear God, what did you do? There we go.
Oh, they're kissing.
Whatever. Are they really?
No.
Shut up. Okay. So what I'm gonna do, just for ease of keeping track of shit here, you each have your own to deal with, unless you choose for some reason to ignore one at the expense of the other.
I'm good with mine.
So Farvel is the one closest to where I am, and Everhart is the closest one to that one. Everhart, you have the better glory. Of course, the Saxons will be smacking you with axes. What are you doing, sir? I'm assuming something similar.
Don't axes get some sort of bonus against shields, or am I thinking of their own franchise?
No, you're right. Let me double check.
Okay, just because we weren't counting it in that last fight, and so I was
Yeah, well, it almost didn't matter with, it was basically...
I know. I'm just saying, going forward, I'd like to make sure I understood that correctly.
No,
But
you're
I'm gonna
right.
I'm gonna go ahead and rage against Saxons, Hulk out.
Uh-huh. I'll look at that in just a moment. I'm trying to find that specific
I rolled
question.
an 8 plus 7.
It'll be there. Let me see. Defenders using a shield against an axe get 1d6 protection, not 6. So,
Oh,
if you get hit with that axe and your shield comes to play, you only get 1d6, and it's determined each round individually, obviously. All right, so
Nice.
you rolled an 8 to test your passions, correct?
yes.
All right, so that's a plus 10. Let me drop this bad boy back over here. See what comes up. A 3.
What was that? What was that for?
How long your
3
passion,
rounds.
and if the fight goes long enough, how long your passion lasts.
Fair enough.
Uh, go ahead.
I was gonna say using my axe. Not that I'll get a crit on a 26, but I'm trying to work that axe.
All right.
Or not 26. In this case, it's only 21. Excuse me.
What's your? Oh yeah, because you had that extra +5 in there. Yeah, go ahead. Roll your 20 against your axe, and I will roll my 20 against his axe of 15. Yeah. All right, make your roll, sir. That is a tie. But you have the +10, so that's actually a 17. So that is a partial success. I only get some of this armor. So
I
instead
was gonna
of
say my total axe skill is a 21. So
yeah, you won. I get instead of getting 10, I actually get 6 for armor. So go ahead and roll your damage.
you get 6. What you get a 6 for? Oh, right.
I have 4 armor and 2 from the shield because of the axe instead of 6.
So he's better armored than the last guy.
They both had the same. He had a shield. I just forgot the shield for that one round. Anyway, so that's 6 points of damage.
I'm gonna this early in the fight. I'm actually gonna use one of my 3 reroll tokens.
All right. Well, bring me
'Cause
one, not
I
2.
rolled a 1.
Bring me 1, not 2.
I just grabbed 1. That's all I did. Just a click and drag.
All right. Yeah. Go ahead and reroll your damage.
That was like a really low roll.
Yeah. 21
There we
is definitely okay. So I got to roll my dex, which is 8. Succeeded. So he's still standing. He has, what did I say, 6 armor. 21 minus 6 is 15. What is his knockdown? 16. So he's still good on that. I'm sorry. Nope. Back up. I'm taking 15 damage.
It was his critical wound, and that was
His
14
major
on the
wound
other
is,
guy.
yep, his major wound is 14. So let me update his hit points. And for major wound, I need to look at, give me just a second, because I don't remember the exact process. I know it's a couple of rolls I gotta make. Movement phase.
He's a
Stand by.
he's a
Don't.
horrible exo to have. Nobody wants to be under major wound.
Standard actions. Where is it? Special melee. Oh god damn it! Where are you? Defense, evasion, mounted combat.
Speaking of names for puns, I actually had a surgeon one time named Thrash.
That's actually funny. Where
He was
is
Dr. Thrash.
mortal wounds? Major ones. Here we go. Let's see. I'm not going to worry about checking the chirurgery. Character falls unconscious unless he makes a successful 1d20 against his current hit points, which is 15, so I need to roll against that. Character with 10 hit points left would need to roll a 10 or less, so I am still conscious. Then I roll for attributes lost to... I'm not going to roll aging rolls because he's an NPC. Should he avoid consciousness, he may wish to continue fighting or perform some other blah 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 blah. I have to make a valor test in order to stay in the fight. Now I'm still gonna do my one attack action on this round. This valor test will test whether or not he sticks around. I'm actually, all right. Hold on, I'm gonna do something.
I think the Valor test would be like he's there, he's about to attack, he gets the tar kicked out of him, and he's deciding whether or not he wants to attack or run. Come on.
No, that's exactly what it is. I just have to see what his valor actually is, and I thought I just didn't put enough stats on these guys. Give me just a second, guys. I'm sorry. I need this chapter.
Well, considering how long my Valentine's has been, if you know what I mean, I'm gonna go check and make sure I put that tea on to Steve for a little extra caffeine.
All right, I'm rolling against a valor of 12, and I failed. So, how that looks is I'm going to have my one round to no, I don't get to attack. What am I thinking? I'm thinking battle tech.
It's Everhart, the Niffle Cutter, run!
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. He's trying to run. I only moved him over here to signify he's trying to run. Whether or not you give chase is up to you.
How far did he make it? Like in just a rough accounting in me.
I mean, you could. I will. Here's what we'll do. When we get back to you on the next round, it's basically going to boil down to something, whatever the Pendragon equivalent of a athletics test would be. And if I succeed, I get away. If you succeed, you make it to attack range, and you can attack them.
Not necessarily. I have some ideas.
Well, we'll get to that in a moment. We need to do Farvel and his individual. Sir Farvel, I'm assuming you're going to slap him with your sword as he attempts to slap you with his axe.
If I may,
I am.
may I interject?
Yeah, go ahead.
Because this is. Shoot the runner. I'll handle this one.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Oh, you want him to try to finish off the other guy?
Yeah. Is there any penalty if I do?
Yeah. If you break off to chase after the guy that is.
So
So.
I'm picturing we've just.
Oh, hold on. So, the way the fight was initially set up, all of this takes place at the same time. Each of you are fighting your own target. If you try to get Farwell to break off of his guy to go after the one that is now starting to run away, because it is still the same round, what that means is Farwell will get an unopposed attack on the other guy, the one trying to run away, but the guy that Farwell was originally going to fight is going to get an unopposed attack on Farwell.
Which
I
would
was
not be worth.
It would not be worth it.
All right.
The risk does not necessarily outweigh the potential for reward.
Yep. On that same note, I'm gonna actually roll Saxon Hate.
All right, roll your
Not the
passion.
hate.
Roll your passion. That is a 12. What is your hatred of Saxons? 8?
8.
Oh, we've got a problem.
Oh no.
All right. On a failure, the character is disheartened, which is listed
no.
below, and immediately loses 1 point in the passion of Saxon hatred. So change your passion to, I believe it was 8. Change it to 7.
Oh no.
Yeah. I can't get in there the way I want. There we go. You now suffer a -5 modifier on all further rolls until the end of this current combat. And at the end, you become melancholic.
Oh fuck that. Reroll.
Are you going to use your last reroll token?
Yes, sir.
Bring it over here. I should get that bowl that I have for the feast. The salt bowl.
Yay!
Where's your reroll token?
I tossed it over there to the side.
Okay, I
There's
see it.
four
I
of
see
them
it.
over
I see it. All right. So that is a success. What I need now is I'm going to copy this. I'm going to paste it. Oops. Paste it into there. Damn it. I've got so many things open. All right. Why did I get 2? I didn't want to. Hold on.
Why'd you put on a blindfold?
I hit Control B instead of Control V. So give me a second. I'm going to re-roll your dice here in just a second. Because somehow I got...
Hey.
No, it's because I got 2 that popped up. If you watch the playback on the stream, you'll see that 2 popped up instead of 1 for some reason. All right, 6 rounds of combat. I doubt we're going to last that long. Your dice is going to be white. I'm going to change revs to red just to keep them separate. Okay. Also, that reminds me, you had 3 rounds, and it is now down to 2 rounds. You have a +10 bonus to your attack roll. Make your attack roll, please. You're hitting with sword?
Sword still.
What's your skill?
which is 12.
All right, so now it is 22. You just rolled a 5. My axe is a 15. We tied. Stand by. Oh, wait. What's your axe skill? Or sword skill?
Sword.
12?
12.
Plus 10 is 22, so you get a +2. So you win. I get 1d6 for... Oh, no. That doesn't matter. That doesn't matter. Because you have a sword, right? Yes.
Yeah.
All right, roll your damage. 5d6. I have 10 points of armor.
Mic check. Okay, there we go.
Yep.
Sorry, my head started acting up. I was trying to talk. I was actually
18.
begging to let it ride because I had a thing planned.
Okay. Fuck. Knockdown is 16. Roll dex to stay standing. I need an 8 or less. I rolled a 7. You did 18 damage. That is reduced by 10 because of my armor. Oh, that's not right. That's more accurate. He gets slapped with a sword and gains a fuck ton of hit points. Okay, so
Became enraged.
yeah, no kidding. All right, so before we take a quick break, we have one Saxon attempting to, run away, and we have Sir Farvel and let me change this to a 5 before I forget. We have Sir Farvel and a Saxon locked in a battle that he currently has the advantage over the Saxon. And then, of course, we have the one attempting to run away. And when we come back from this break, we will have some sort of athletics type test to see if Sir Everhart
Maybe
can
not.
actually close the distance with his opponent and smack him. Otherwise, his opponent is going to get away. My friends, we will be back in a few minutes. And the fighting and the raiding shall continue. Stick around. Back in a few minutes, my friends.